More Nigerians are online than ever, and so are cybercriminals. The first quarter of 2025 alone, over 119,000 data breaches were recorded. In this story, Gist Nigeria's Mercy Frank tells the story of some victims and hears from experts on how to safeguard Nigerians online.
From hacked bank accounts, stolen identity, to hijacked social accounts.
That my BVN has been used to be scamming some persons, number of persons. I said my BVN.
One person that calls to confirm if I have received the money, and I was like, which money?
The digital danger could be closer than you imagine.
The moment you move online to do one thing or another, you are a target.
If the world is losing 10.5 trillion to cybercrime in 2025, imagine what it will be in 2030 and beyond.
In 2024, Surfshark, a cybersecurity firm, reported over 5.5 billion global breaches, a massive uptick from about 730 million in 2023. In the 2024 Cybercrime Index, Nigeria was lead country in Africa and fifth globally after Russia, Ukraine, China, and the United States. Cyber researchers indicate 23.3 million breached accounts in Nigeria since 2004. Of this number, 13 million accounts had their passwords leaked. Using National Bureau of Statistics 2020 demographics, that's approximately the population of Lagos State.
Those numbers do not show breaches that were never detected, and the majority of Nigerian organizations still lack the ability to properly detect cyber attacks. It also excludes incidents that were quietly handled and never publicly disclosed, even though there are regulations requiring organizations to disclose to the regulator, disclose to the subject as the person whose data was breached, and disclose to the public.
Grace Omezi, a small business owner, was preparing for her daughter's wedding when her debit card got stuck in an automated teller machine. Within minutes, she received 3 debit alerts totaling 400,000 naira.
I went to the police station there at Enugu. They asked me to write down the statement that they would work on it. After much calling, there's nothing. They said I should go back to the bank. I went back to the bank. The manager said there's nothing they can do about it.
For Rachel Isaac, who lived on a modest 25,000 naira salary, her rude awakening began when the police called.
Said there's a transaction I did, and they needed to know what actually happened, and that my BVN has been used to get some large sum of money.
In Sani Aduba's case, his WhatsApp account was hijacked and hundreds of thousands of naira borrowed in his name from family and friends.
There is a code he sent through my text message that he requested back, and then I went ahead and mentioned the code, and that was how I realized that my account has been hacked.
Put together, Grace, Rachel, and Sunny's stories demonstrate how cybercriminals, locally referred to as Yahoo Boys, turn exposed data into weapons.
There's phishing, there's vishing, there's smishing. There are different ways they are looking for that data, and there is the actual hacking into the system.
Somebody uses your picture to open another social media account. That's a breach. Somebody uses either your BVN or your telephone number to also access or to open another bank account. It's a breach. Somebody gets hold of your email and also uses it to either open some other account, or somebody hacks into your WhatsApp, hacks into a particular group using your WhatsApp number. That's a breach. Somebody publishes your intimate pictures online or shares with people you didn't authorize. That's a breach.
Our cybersecurity intelligence quotient is very low. It's very low because we don't understand all these puzzles together in terms of what we need to do technically, and then unfortunately from processes too. People don't understand process around cybersecurity, right? And then the last part, which is more dangerous, is the human part. The weakest link in cybersecurity is the human being.
All those cyber guys, what they do is try to paint a big picture of what is desirable to you. So decorum is not going to be as firm as it should be. Because sometimes you will come back and read that thing after you have been scammed and you wonder, how did I click this? How did I subject myself to this? But that time you are not thinking properly.
And then if you go to the technical side of things, I see that there is really a high number of insecure applications that collect our data, and the APIs powering them in fintech applications, for example, and e-commerce applications are not secure.
Established under a 2023 Act, the National Data Protection Commission is saddled with regulating how public and private organizations handle personal data in Nigeria.
Are we deploying digital technologies in Nigeria? The answer is yes. Are people aware of the risk? Yes. Has government done anything to put in place measures to protect all citizens and legal residents? The answer is yes. Are people aware of all these measures that government has put in place? The answer is yes, to a reasonable level.
Stories of cyber breaches like that of Grace, Rachel, and Sunny rarely show respect and justice for victims.
No reporting of a breach is also a breach on its own. But what our law says is that any breach in your organization must be reported within 72 hours.
The law does not require you to report all kinds of breaches. That's a problem on its own. Then also the law says you should report high risks. Unfortunately, the law does not define what high risks are. The law does not give you examples.
The governance around the incident management in Nigeria is still, the maturity is still just growing.
And there are more punitive approaches taken than there are supportive approaches, and so there's lack of trust.
Based on reports, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the Nigeria Police Force National Cybercrime Center, and Interpol Joint Operations have arrested over 18,000 suspects since 2023.
We are technologically positioned, well enlightened, and that they better change their minds and be good citizens of Nigeria. Otherwise, we will be out for them.
There was a cybercriminal gang that was busted in Nigeria. Over 800 people were arrested in the heart of Lagos, in Victoria Island. But the painful part was most of those guys, the kingpin, were Chinese nationals.
I have heard recently where an organization was fined for data breach. They will most likely be fined for non-compliance.
Experts say chief among factors creating wide entry points for attackers is lack of individual awareness.
A lot of people's data has actually been breached. And if you want to know, there is a website called Have I Been Pawned?
I'm testing this by imputing one of my email addresses to verify whether it has been breached or not. The system indicates that this account has been compromised 7 times in past data breaches. It also showed me the timelines of the data breaches as well. This demonstration suggests that personal data often circulates without the owner's knowledge. It is one of the key reasons issues like this are underreported. But even with millions affected, many Nigerians do not know where to go or what to do when they think their data has been compromised.
Because I believe that if I go to the police, they will tell me they don't know how to get the... So I was confused. I don't just know where to go.
EFCC, they are the right channel to fight for human rights based on financial hacking.
When you go to bank, they say they don't know. You are the one that give out the information.
To contact the customer service on the bank so that they will just place the account on a post-no debit account.
Then afterwards, you report them to the police station.
Times it doesn't materialize to give you the results that you want. So most of the times you discover that people just give up.
As Nigeria's digital risks grow, experts insist that solutions need to move faster than the threats.
Password cannot save you. Or implement two-factor authentication. We can use that same AI to make sure we fortify ourselves and build a robust defense intelligence system.
Also working with the Federal Ministry of Youth to train 5,000 Nigerians in the area of data privacy and protection. We have a virtual privacy academy where anybody can go online, attend a training, and get certified as somebody that's skilled in data privacy.
The penalty for data breach, it should be fine-tuned. It should really be fine-tuned such that a defaulter, a prospective defaulter even knows what is going to befall them.
It is not a case of before where you can laugh it off. Get more information and learn more about how deception is happening so you don't fall MAGA.
But personal vigilance alone is not enough. As the world marks International Fraud Awareness Week, the consensus is, until government agencies enforce stronger safeguards and law enforcement moves faster than the criminals they pursue, many Nigerians will continue fighting digital battles with little backup. Mercy Frank, Gist Nigeria.